Well now, good morning. It's Monday. I'm making a second video because someone asked me to, if I would do a video on how I clean a pipe. I'm going to go under the assumption you're referring to when I pick up an old pipe, junk shop, flea market, one guy called them, there's a difference. eBay, what have you. What is it that I do to clean my pipes? Make them presentable. Now myself, it all depends on the pipe itself. Whether it's if there's a meerschaum, cob, a briar, a rootwood, or a porcelain. Porcelain, upon receiving them, what I'll do is I'll just take it, I'll bring it in the kitchen, get some good hot water going, and some soap. I'll sit and let it soak for a while, and then I'll get long Q-tips like these and get up inside of it this way and clean around as best I can and scrub out, and just wash it like you would a teacup or a coffee cup. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of and used the kosher salt, filling your bowl and your shaft with kosher salt, blocking it off, with like take a Q-tip like here and shove it in there and put a bag around it, then pouring some Everclear. I did that. Took a long time, a lot of mess, but it kind of worked. But I got turned on to by an old feller in Britain. Was when you got a new pipe, or not new, you got pick up an old pipe, or you got a pipe that's ghosted. He's taking coffee grounds, not just any coffee grounds. I drink, as you know, I drink Bustelo. This cup holds a pot of Bustelo, which is an espresso. Back home, what I drink would be called a cafe con leche. Okay, coffee latte. And among the Florida crackers, like of myself, we just call it cracker coffee. Instead of sugar, I use honey because I got diabetes. It works better. What you do every morning when you get up, clean out the pot from yesterday, from your own one cup, because that's all I drink, and repack it. Now, when you take it out, hold on a second. So, I'm going to turn you on to good coffee and a good cook and a good. So, right here, this is your coffee. So you take this, you normally knock it out in garbage, but since you want to use it, you knock it out into like an egg crate. Okay. Then you take your pipe, pack your pipe, like you're packing tobacco all the way at the top. Pack it in there good and stiff. Same thing in the shaft. Pack it in there, sprinkle it in there, get it packed in there as best you can. Kind of like you're loading an old muzzle loader. Just pack it in there real good. Let it sit in there for a couple days. Now that's after, when you get it, you ream it. Okay. You get all that old caking out. Roll it up with the coffee. Because you want the coffee from the night before, because you don't want it to be too dry. You want some of that moisture in there. That's it there. Just let it sit in there for a couple days. If you have, sometimes like on some real old briars I've had from the 19th century, I haven't one briar like that, but I've had several meerschaums, 19th century meerschaums, that were so caked up right at the base there with tar. Well, that getting through. So what I did there, plugged up this end. I filled it with Everclear. One of them I filled with Everclear. The other one I filled with bourbon, Old Grandad, 100 proof Old Grandad. Let it sit in there for like 4 days. And I was taking the tail end of this, eventually getting in there and just kind of working it. Till finally that stuff had softened up enough, because it was like road tar. Broke it all out, flushed it all out, then get my pipe leaders in there and scrub the tar up real good and rinse it real good with that booze. Everclear is real good for that. Everclear, moonshine, what do you want to call it. With the coffee, on briars and fruitwoods, or for even cobs, would work real good. For cleaning an old junkyard fine pipe, a little treasure, and it works real good. Does the job right nicely. When you clean it out real good. Otherwise, first time you go sucking it, you're gonna get some coffee with your smoke. Coffee grounds. Now with the stems, usually you can just take pipe cleaners, clean them out real good. Have a little Everclear there, dip it in there, scrub it through. Any old tar and stuff like that should break loose. I've even thrown the tips into a glass full of Everclear and let it sit there for a while, for like overnight or so, and then scrubbed it out, and it does a real good job. The Everclear doesn't really have any flavor, so if you don't want flavor, that's a good one to use. Fond of bourbon, so bourbon works good. Now for new pipe, everyone asks me about the honey thing. I learned that you take honey with some Everclear, a little bit of Everclear, mix it up real good with, one of these, use like a mop, go in there and mop it in the inside. I like using bourbon or rum. I like the flavor. And on a brand new pipe, mop it up real good and let it sit for a day or so. Then try smoking it. And that'll work there. So there you go. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.